Hi, this is the Entrepreneur with me, Faith Katai. Today on the program, we are heading to Munali area where we will be talking to Patrick Mungo, who is an entrepreneur who has ventured into real estate business. Come with me. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine. Is this Mr. Patrick Mungo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Faith. I'm calling you from Zanis. We were kindly asking for the location to your place there. Are you able to send it on WhatsApp, or maybe you can explain some of the directions to the place?
Yes, it's easy for you to get to our premises. If you are coming from town, that is where I go to first. When you reach University of Zambia, in front there is the Munai roundabout. You have to keep to left. After that, there will be a shopping mall called Munali Mall. Munali Mall, there will be shoppers. Before entering or bypassing Munali Mall, you have to turn left. You enter in the road called Street. From there, Munali Mall corner, after turning off Munali Road, it's about 500 meters. On your right, there is a corner or a fence which should be a little bit gravel. It should become but it will head out. There is a place called Chadley Police. Just at Chadley Police on the right hand side, you see there is a billboard with written Mungo Village and the yellow buildings over there. That is our location. We are based in Chadley.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll be there soon.
Thank you.
We are finally here in Munali area, Lusaka, and seated right next to me is Patrick Mungo, the entrepreneur. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you so much.
Before we get into the details of this program, sir, tell us about yourself. Who is Patrick Mungo?
Patrick Mungo is a Zambian. I'm based here in Lusaka. I'm a businessman and I'm a marketer. Yes.
Briefly describe your educational and professional background.
Okay, I did my grade 12. I finished from Kantan Secondary School, right there in Ufrida, Copper Belt. Then apart from that, I did sales and marketing from here in Lusaka. Then I've got also a qualification in international business and economics, sales, as well as transport and logistics.
So, sir, what really motivated you to get into this real estate business?
If you look at real estate business, it's the most reliable business. All these other businesses, even if you look at the most happening guys of the economy in the world, you would find that they invest in a property. The reason Why we need property? Because property is really sustainable and it's not something that can easily change. In short, it's the easiest way to store the value of your money. You have to put in property because it doesn't require much, maintenance as well as management once you set it up. But setup cost is too high. But once you finish that, it's very easy. So in short, we are looking at an industry that will help an entrepreneur to help them to store the value of their money. So you have to use real estate. It's the right way.
What prior experience or skills did you have that led you to this type of business?
It was just like an experiment which involved creativity, which in simple terms I would like to define as the combination of self-discipline and a childlike spirit. Yeah, that's all. So you see, in the world, in order for you to grow and develop, you have to balance the scale of exploitation and exploration. What it means is that when we talk of exploration, it's about trying new things instead of doing the same thing. Then by doing that, that's how I managed to venture into that, and I've seen it's something that is really workable, but it requires patience.
So is this the only business that you are doing, or there are any other businesses that you are involved in?
No, I'm also dealing in transport and logistics. We own trucks which are able to move cargo from point to point, like Zambia. We are talking about Lusaka to Congo, mostly that is our main route, and also Congo to Lusaka. So those are some of the things which we are really doing. Then in addition to that, there is also another business venture that is technology. There is an application called eConti. eConti is an online social marketplace which has been registered and set up everything in the United States of America. That is in Delaware State. So that is another new venture that is really coming up. It's more like a comparable to Facebook, Twitter. That is what we are really trying to come up with. So we are not looking at Africa. We are looking at coming up with innovations that will really excite for the first time of its one kind, representing our country, Zambia.
So this real estate business, could you explain exactly what type of properties or services are you offering? So
when you talk of Mungo Villas, we are offering this fully furnished and serviced apartments. So what this simply means is that you just come with your clothes, everything is provided. Yes, there is Wi-Fi, there is DSTV. These apartments are open 24-hour service. So that is also one thing that makes us being unique, because if you look at even the big brands, most of the companies do not operate 24 hours, but here's the 24 hours. So that really gives you an extra atmosphere that you are going to feel, being away from your place. And then the same apartments, there are some additional features like, you can find your computer. You don't have to come with your computer. The computer is already at Mungo Villas, including the printer. So it's one of the most exciting innovations.
Real estate business, it's very competitive. How are you managing?
Competition is inevitable in every industry. What I would like to say is that it's about understanding your niche. For example, we are talking about real estate industry, which is broad. So in this case, in order for you and I to strive, you have to identify what kind of people are you going to focus on the clientele. So in this case, we have our own segment that we have chosen from the majority. So for example, we are focusing on Africa. Africa, the question is which countries are visiting frequently, our country, Zambia. So those are some of the things we are looking at. So competition doesn't matter. But what matters most is the marketing strategy that we have really put in place in order for us to get the value for what we want.
Coming to challenges, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in this real estate business?
The major challenge that is there is the cost of implementation is quite high. Because why I'm saying so, right now, if you look at our domestic currency against the international major currencies, there has been a lot of fluctuations or variations. So today you buy things from the supplier at a particular amount being quoted using the local currency. A few days later, next time when you're going back, maybe 1 month, you find the prices have gone up. So those are some of the major challenges. At the end of the day, it's really increasing the cost of construction. Then in addition to the real estate, like based on our niche, we are talking about providing service to apartments. The major challenge which is there, sometimes these customers are problematic. Some, they have got moods. A customer can come, for example, at night, there is maybe water leakage inside. He wakes up, he attends to the people attend to him, meaning our people. That's the reason why we are operating 24 hours, to make sure that we help the clients in case there is such unforeseen circumstance. Then the client, others tomorrow, they will say, then last night I was disturbed, so I want that day to be off, not for the full amount. So those are some of the challenges which we meet. But in this case, as an entrepreneur, there is need for us to accept and understand different clients come with a different individualistic behavior, and that must be appreciated.
We now go on a short break. Stay tuned.
This is Mainga Banda. Keep watching The Entrepreneur on Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
Welcome back. In case you have just tuned in, you are watching The Entrepreneur. And on The Entrepreneur today, we are featuring Patrick Mungo, an entrepreneur who has ventured into real estate business among his other businesses. Are there any lessons learned along the way in your business?
From the time we started this business, we're talking about real estate based on serviced apartments. We have learned quite a number of interesting and innovative ideas which will really act as a catalyst in order for us to change for the better. We are talking about development. Right now, we have received a lot of inquiries because the initial idea was about setting up the 3-bedroom serviced apartments. But later on, we have seen that there is a high demand for the single rooms and conference centers, including restaurants. So because of that issue, it's one thing that really motivated us to come up with another idea. So right now, we are working on the establishment of the conference center where people can come for weddings, people can come for birthday parties, people can come for business meetings, and in addition to that, there will be a bar and restaurant. So these things are being brought up by the people's suggestions, which must be respected, the same clients who used to come, because sometimes maybe somebody is just alone or they are two. They are saying the 3-bedroom serviced apartment is too big for them. They just need something small. So because of that, we have listened to what people have been calling for, and we have set up right now the single bedroom apartment. So we learn from the people. In other words, as an entrepreneur, if you want to succeed, I believe in one statement which I always make: speak to the people and they will teach you. Let the people of the world inform you. So the people of the world, the so-called clients who have been coming here, are the ones who motivated us to stimulate change for the better in order for us to come up with a band restaurant, in order for us to come up with a conference center, which we never thought of.
How have you adapted your approach or strategy based on the challenges you encountered?
It was easy because, you see, whenever there is a problem, ask yourself, how can I solve the problem? By doing so, we came up with different ideas in order for us to improve on our services. Let me give you some of the examples. When we started here, it was very difficult for the customers to communicate to the people in the front desk. That was the reason we had to put a PB box. The PB box, those telephones, again, challenges. Sometimes the line is cut. So because of that, I kept on researching. We came up with an intercom which is wireless. It's able to cover about 1,000 meters, which is really awesome. We pay nobody here. Everything is just just being recharged like a normal cell phone. That is one awesome idea. So it really made us very easy for us to communicate to our clients whenever they are using our apartments. Then in addition to that, in terms of technology, we looked at sometimes maybe the phone is down here. We need to have a backup. For example, midnight, how will the client communicate to our people in the front desk, which means they have to leave their apartment? Well, that is not right. So we have a backup in terms of communication. You can use that one, the call button. It will tell you if they need a service. You press there, the client we'll be able to send that message to the front desk. They will be able to know that, apartment, for example, B1, they need water or they need a service, then our people can go there. So those are some of the innovations which we have already put in place.
When it comes to capital and profit, how do you ensure that you separate the two?
At the moment, what I would like to say is that as an entrepreneur, the most important thing, you have to look at investment. Investment capital is the key. You need, for example, this project, the value is over $1 million. So in this case, it's something that requires a lot of time. Maybe you need almost 5 to 6 years for us to recover the investment. So at the moment, our major focus is about investment. So like right now, as I said in my preamble, we are working on the bar, restaurant, the conference center. So as an entrepreneur, I shouldn't focus on making the money, because whatsoever money comes is still being channeled towards the constructions which are in progress. So the issue of profit must come later. So these are some of the reasons why a lot of entrepreneurs or businesses fail, because you want to make money now before investing. So the most important thing, for me as an entrepreneur, I've taken a risk. What I have to do first, investment number one, then the issue of profit will come later.
Mr. Mungo, how many people have you empowered in your business?
Currently, like at the apartments here, we have over 60 locals, and these people, they have got also extended families who are depending on them. Therefore, this is a good sign for the domestic job creation, because once we happen to finish the bar, restaurant and so forth, they will still need for more manpower to come in place. At the end of the day, it will really cushion the challenges people are facing when it comes to employment.
What are some of the key opportunities you see for the real estate industry in the coming years in Zambia?
Right now, what I've seen, the key opportunities which I've seen is that this industry hasn't been saturated. There is still high demand for the industry because a few players are available. Yes, you said there is competition. In every business there is competition. Even right now, you can talk about Elon Musk. You see, he has come up with the internet. That internet which is there, the Starlink, still is got other competitors like OneWeb from India and so forth. So competition is something we cannot do our with. So in this regard, there is still high demand for this real estate business in the country. One, there isn't stiff competition. Number two, why there is not stiff competition? Because of the population is not ready enough. Look at our other countries. We are talking about Nigeria, which is the world's sixth largest population, also followed by Ethiopia. It's got over 100,000 median people. So if you look at that compared to Zambia, we are about almost 22 million. So the people or the entrepreneurs who are operating in this country, they stand their chance to make more money than the entrepreneurs who are venturing into real estate in Dubai, because there are so many hotels there and the prices are too low compared to here.
5, 10 years from now, where do you see your business?
5 years to 10 from now, what we are expecting, we should expand by building other Mungo villas apart from what we have here. Why? Because we have to look at the implementation of the new ideas. Because as an entrepreneur, I don't believe in what I know. I keep on learning every day. So education is not about which school you went to or that credential that you hold on to. No, education is about a person who is willing to learn every day by coming up with new ideas which can change things for the better.
Are there any critical skills or qualities that an entrepreneur needs to have for them to succeed in this real estate business?
Definitely. Having money or the capital is not the key for an entrepreneur to succeed. For an entrepreneur to succeed, the first thing, you have to give yourself as a personal sacrifice. Don't look at the profit. Always be on the losing part. Losing part is not about you losing the money is going somewhere else. No, keep on investment. That is the first thing. Then the second point, as an entrepreneur, what I have to look into is that I have to learn from other people. So if an entrepreneur doesn't learn, from other people who have already made it, you just believe in what you know, you will never succeed. And then the other point, you can set up everything, you have the capital, but that is not the passport for someone to succeed as an entrepreneur. Even the big businesses fail, they close, no matter how big the investment is. The key point is marketing strategy. Who is going to buy? Because when you talk of marketing, it's about disseminating information to the prospect there about the product and the services which you offer. So what marketing channel and the strategies have you put in place as an entrepreneur? So these are some of the lessons a lot of people should learn from. It's not about how much you have, what will make you succeed. It's about the strategy that you have put in place is the only key that will really answer all the questions in order for your business to change for the better.
As we come to the end of the program, what advice would you give to an entrepreneur or someone who's aspiring to become or to start a real estate business like you have done?
What I can say is that never ever give up. When you have a little amount of money, the value is just the same. You have to keep on saving the money. From there, for example, I'm one of the true living testimony. When we started here, it was just a 30 by 30 plot. But as time goes, we kept on increasing the land size by size, day by day. At the end of the day, the land now it became bigger as it is, and the vision was really changed. Why? Because there was a change for the better in terms of the size of the land. But remember, as an entrepreneur, what you have to do is that never look down upon yourself, never look down upon the amount of money that you have. The most important thing is speak to the people and they will guide you. Let the people of the world tell you about the things which you don't know. But if you don't swallow your pride because you are thinking, no, I have the money, I can't ask, then that is the sign for you not to develop. So if you want to develop in business, always have an open-minded and keep on learning from others every day.
Mr. Mungo, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Viewers, on that note, we come to the end of The Entrepreneur. My name is Faith Katai. Bye-bye for now.